What's up, good people? This your man Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're looking at this video. I'm trying to make this brief as possible, if it can be brief or whatnot. But look here, I got a question for us blacks, and I got a question for the pro blacks. Why do we like to blame the white folks for our downfalls? Somebody help me out with that. Maybe it's something that I'm missing. Why we like to blame white folks for our downfalls. You know, I see a lot of us in fucked up situations. We ain't got shit going on. We we living off of other people, or we living off of government assistance or Section 8 housing or all types of shit like that. And when you ask the question, what's up or what's your situation? And a lot of you like to use that term, is the white people keeping me down. Well, how is that possible? How is that? See, a lot of us, we like to talk about white people like they just scum on the earth. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that every white person is an angel, because they not. You do have some bad white seeds. But then we got to have some accountability to people, because we got some bad black seeds. We got plenty of them. So why are we blaming white folks as the reason why our community is so fucked up? Amazing. It's always the white folks. Or you always go back to that little bullshit excuse that you always use. They enslaved us, which if I can get paid for every time I heard that, then I'm saying, I'd be rich by now. That's some shit that happened hundreds of years ago. Yes, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. But that is not going on right now. Ain't none of us on the shit right now. None of us being forced to do anything that we do not want to do. So how is it? It's their fault. So are you saying it's their fault that a lot of us are lazy? Amazing. Are you saying it's their fault that a lot of us got fucked up credit? Amazing. Are you saying it's their fault that none of us can get our own housing because our credit fucked up, which falls in the same place, a loan, a car? So is it their fault? Amazing. Amazing. Is it their fault that we go out and rob our own kind? And not only rob our own kind, but we kill our own kind. Is it their fault? Amazing. It's amazing. Is it their fault that we do stupid shit that land our ass in jail and get years for being in prison? Is it their fault? And let me talk on that for a minute, because I was looking at an interview. It happened probably about a month. If it ain't been a month ago, it's probably about roughly a month now. And this man said he been to jail. Black man said he's been to jail. But it's the white folks' fault that he went to jail, because they gave him the tools to go to jail. The stupidest shit that I ever heard. So let's use that logic and say that that the white people did give us the tools to go to jail. Who forced you to use those tools? Nobody. So by that logic, if white people is giving us tools to put ourselves in prison, then who is forcing you to use those tools? Who is forcing you to use, I guess one of the tools you may be talking about is guns. Another 2 knives. Another 2 drugs. Overdosing on drugs. So if I was to use your logic that the white people gave you tools for you to go to jail, then who is forcing you to use those tools? Can't you just say, you know what I'm saying, fuck you and your tools. I'm not finna get in trouble and go to jail for your tools. Somebody help me out with that. If that logic sticks, if it sticks in your mind that it's the white folks' fault because they created tools for our downfalls, then who is forcing you to use these tools? Amazing. And also, is it white folk fault that we hate each other? Is that part of the two sisters too, that a lot of us blacks, we hate each other? And a lot of reasons we hate each other are because of our views and opinions. And you got a lot of people that preach that. Even me. I see it and I hear it. A lot of us hate each other because our own views and opinions. Our own views and opinion that doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't kill anybody. It doesn't make anybody lose their resources, doesn't make anybody lose their job, or none of that stuff. We get upset with each other and want to fight each other, want to kill each other over opinions and views. But that's the white folks' fault. Man, give me a fucking break, man. Give me a fucking break. We need to start standing up and take accountability for our own fuck-ups, because ain't nobody doing it but us. Ain't nobody doing it but us. It's got a lot to do with how we being raised. It's got a lot to do with how we accepted society. And I even throw in, just give y'all a little more, just give y'all a little credit, you know. So I even throw in that maybe it's peer pressure. But don't sit up here and blame white folks for your problems. As a matter of fact, don't blame other black folks for your problem. You write your own book. You make your own destiny. You make your own choices. Unless somebody literally put a gun to your head and say, hey, nigga, do this. Which, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? We make our own choices. And if you make your choices that you know that's going to fuck you up, then that is solely on you. It ain't got nothing to do with the man. It ain't got shit to do with the man. I did a show yesterday on Afro-Kinsey and the Kinsey syndrome, and it was mainly had to do with pedophilia. And I just sit back and watch a lot of people attack this man on YouTube. Out of respect, I'm not going to use his name because I don't have permission to use his name. So I'm going to show him respect and don't use his name, but a lot of y'all know who I'm talking about. I just sit up here and watch this man. I follow this man since 2013. And one of the things that y'all say to him is about his kids. Y'all say that this man is a pedophile. Y'all say that this man molested kids. And I think you got to be a sick individual to let some shit like that even come to your mind if you ain't got no proof that this man is even doing that. And y'all do this shit on the regular, and it's supposed to be funny to you that y'all doing this to him. It's supposed to be motherfucking funny. But I guess the white people is to blame for that too, right? White people is to blame for our own ignorance, right? Because it talks about a pedophile, and you know they're not a pedophile, they're just fucking ignorant. But we don't want to take accountability for attacking other folks for shit like that. So I mean, it's not just him. Y'all do it to anybody who y'all can. Which is and I don't understand that why the attacks always got to be something sexual, or why do attacks always got to be something gay? I mean, where's this shit coming from? I guess y'all gonna blame the white man for that. It's coming from the white man. Again, give me a fucking break. Shit like this is not coming from a white man. Shit like that is coming from our own mentality. That's where that shit is coming from. And me personally, I mean, I'm getting fucking tired of it. You know, we need to stand on our own 2 feet and take a lot of these negatives that we got and turn it into a fucking positive. Y'all don't hear me, so let me say it again. We need to take accountability and stand on our own 2 feet and turn these negatives that we got within ourselves and turn it into a positive. And stop trying to make fucking excuses for everything that goes on. Because ain't nobody doing this to us but us. It ain't no white man. It ain't no Asian man. It ain't no Mexican man. We the one doing this shit to us. But back to this pedophilia thing. If you hate somebody that much, whether it's me, him, or just anybody for that fact of the matter, then show your hatred to them. Don't turn around and attack nobody kids or make any kind of gesture like this. Somebody fucking their kids, man. Because a lot of y'all got kids too. And then a lot of y'all, when you kids die, we hear y'all talk about, man, those kids was innocent. They was innocent, you know what I'm saying? They got shot. They just got caught in the crossfire. Or they was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, this man kids is innocent too. What have this man kids done to y'all? What has anybody kids done to anybody if you have a disagreement with them? And again, the question is, where's this shit coming from where y'all attacking folks' kids now? I mean, is hatred really that bad in the world that now since you can't get to us, you want to get to our kids? Somebody hit me out. That's not the white man at all. That's not the white man at all. That's solely us black folks and that's solely us niggas just being stupid. But let's use that logic, and I'm ending like this. Yes, let's use that logic that it is white people. Let's use that logic. So if white people is the one that is the cause of all this Holocaust that's going on with us blacks, then let me ask you this. If it's been going on this long, when are we going to take a fucking stand and show the white people that we ain't they bitch? Somebody answer that for me. If it's all white people fault, then when we going to stand together and show the white people that we ain't their bitch? I'm out.